Hey, my friends, Tony here from Elevated. Excited to have you back for segment number 2. Remember, I told you there were 5 things that a flourishing marriage really enjoys, where their marriage flourishes in faith instead of flounders in fear. Number 1 was, do you dream together? Number 2 is, do you value together? Now, what does this idea of valuing mean? What you value in life is where you spend your money, where you spend your time, where you spend your mental energy, and what you measure. Those are the 4 things that this is what I value. I spend my time, I spend my money, I spend my mental energy, what I think about, and I spend my notating or my tracking ability. This is what I track in life. If you don't track your weight, it means that you don't value how much you weigh. If you don't track your expenditures and your incomings on your bank account, it really doesn't mean that you probably don't value your money. So what do you track, and where do you spend all your time, money, and energy? Those are the things that you value. So I want you to think about this. I want you to get out another piece of paper. I had you do this on the dreaming. I want you to do it again now. I want you to get out a piece of paper, and I want you to write down, where do I spend all my money? So just look at your bank account. Where do I spend all my time? Look at your day. Look at your day planner or your calendar. Where do I spend my mental energy when I'm kind of daydreaming? Where does it go? And what do I track? What are the things that I track in my life? And if you have some blank things, that's important for you to understand what you truly value in life. And then what I want you to do is I want you to try and write it for your spouse or your significant other. Do you know where they spend their time? Do you know where they spend their money? Do you know where they spend their mental capacity? Do you know what they measure in life? Because this is what they value. And if you're valuing 2 completely different things, I promise you this, you'll separate. But when you can intertwine some of these values together, now I'm not saying you have to value everything perfectly together, but what I am saying is you have to communicate this and you have to intertwine these values together. Where do we want to be spending our time, our money, our mental energy, and what do we want to track? You got to have this conversation. And so I invite you to have this conversation, to first of all, write it down, have the conversation, and then come tell us, how did it go? How did this conversation go? Be very vulnerable with us. Please write in the comments, because I promise you this, you will help someone with your experience of writing those 4 things down and then sharing how it went. So go do it, come back and let us know how things went.